This is a reaction video to The Destruction of History by Laurel Sordon. Laurel, I'm with you. What you were saying about architecture connects us with the people that came before us, I just can say I feel the same. I myself love to preserve things. I have a lot of books that are far over 100 years old, and other things that is even older, but they have no worth. You might think they have, but most of this stuff is worthless. And you see, most of our old buildings are worthless too. I've seen an American documentation lately about European graveyards, and these American reporters, they were shocked when they found out that we dig out the bones and put other dead people inside of these holes. And we do this because we have issues regarding space. You see, Europe has a 3 times higher population density than the States. Just take a pick to some European place, okay? Any place you want, and with some probability you have picked a place of history, because there was a big battle there, or someone of importance was born there, or died there, or did write something there, or whatever. You see, some years ago, in a place that is quite famous near Vienna for its Roman diggings in Canumtum, the government just demolished some of the ruins, just demolished them, to build up a podium for some political party stuff. And my heart bled. But on the other hand, what should we do? You can't preserve anything. We can't live in the ruins of our past forever. That's the way of life, and it's normal that after a war, things get purged. To be true, I didn't know that there were still Confederate monuments in the States. I thought they have been removed ages ago. I mean, faster than you can say land of the free, because this is what we do over here. Do you think you might find monuments in Central Europe made by the Nazis for the Nazis? The Second World War was gone and we got rid of them, changed some names and so on. And hey, by the way, do you know that we have a Kennedy Bridge in Austria? Yeah, Kennedy, like your president. In a nutshell, it's a makeover of the Kaiser Franz Josef Bridge. Guess why it's not called that anymore? We crush our history here on regular basis to fit the present narrative and the present governments and so on and systems and blah blah blah. But we do that since thousands of years. Those in power will always want to remove everything that looks remotely like competition and history, and that is the knowledge that you could do it differently on this very spot is a big competition for every leadership, because every leader has to make you believe that there is no alternative to this system. We have the best system, there is no alternative, everything is worse. This might be not perfect, but it's a good system, let's stick with that. That's the narrative every leader has to go with. Laurel, again, I'm with you. I think we have to preserve some of our history, but we can't conserve all. And I don't want to preserve all. Should we preserve all? I mean, the Confederates lost the war, and losers never get a lot of monuments. I take this as a European as a fact. I mean, heck, when the Austrian Empire collapsed, the leftists did not even want to use the name Austria anymore. And most of the conservatives over here didn't want it either. We are used to that in Europe, that every place in Europe was part of at least, let's say, 4 different empires with 4 different names, agenda system, blah, 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 blah. America starts to build up history. And what happens there, right there in front of your eyes, is normal for the rest of us and the rest of the globe. At least the rest of the globe that has town-building ancestors, to say that. It's sad and it's heartbreaking, but again, if we conserve everything, we are doomed to live in the ruins of our grandfathers. And I myself, a fanatic historian and collector of old stuff, I don't want that. Do you?